Well, hello. Although the recent events have warranted conversation on what's occurred politically, the election and other things, I'm going to skip all that right now and talk about something that's a little, in my opinion, a little more important than what we've been hearing about. I'm going to call to attention uh, on November 10th, there will be an event called Bloggers Unite for Refugees. Um, Bloggers are being called to unite in support of refugees throughout the world. There is a website. From that website states Bloggers Unite for Refugees. On November 10th, over 10,000 bloggers from around the world will unite to raise their voices on behalf of more than 40 million voiceless refugees. To ask the world to face the atrocities so many human beings must endure, and to join hearts and minds to help bring forward information, understanding, and action. Join us on November 10th to tell your story, share your thoughts, and be part of the global solution to a global problem. It is in our power to bring people to act to make a change. The core cause of Bloggers Unite and Refugees United is information. Information leads to empowerment. Bloggers Unite enables ordinary folks to make an extraordinary impact. We hope you will sign up to participate. Your action will matter. Your words can help change lives. Together, our voices will make a difference. And how to participate. You can add a badge to your blog. There are several things you can do. About their information on Bloggers Unite can be found at unite.blogcatalog.com. I suggest you go to the site. There's a lot of information there on what you can do to join this action on November 10th. Silence is the most dangerous thing there is in the world. To speak up is the best thing any of us could do. To share our feelings and our impressions on this very horrible situation for millions of people. And if you doubt that, then let me call attention to another site where you can find a great deal of information. This site is called millionsoulsaware.org. Millionsoulsaware.org is information on refugee camps worldwide. The most recent information from refugee camps worldwide, Million Souls Aware, is very disturbing. Allow me to share this with you. Let's see. UCRA says that Iraqi are currently the fastest growing refugee and IDP crisis group in the world, with nearly 2 million people having fled the country and 1.7 million internally displaced in Sudan. More than 5.3 million people left their homes in an attempt to escape the genocide by the government-backed militia in the western part of the country, which the world community knows as Darfur. And an ongoing armed conflict in Colombia internally displaced 2.9 million people in Colombia, right here in South America, North America continents. We're facing the similar problem. Those are just three tips of the iceberg. In a long list of countries and regions impacted by this human tragedy, USCRI statistics show that 26 conflict-ridden nations, predominantly in Africa and in the Middle East, have an IDP crisis, and since new and emerging conflicts are constantly creating a new wave of refugees and IDPs, keeping track of the number is a challenging task. Let's see. What the current USCRA figures show is this. The Middle East has the highest number of refugees and IDPs, a staggering 4.2 million. Palestinians, Afghani, and Iraqi make up the majority of the uprooted population. With a 3.2 million refugee and IDPs, Africa has the second highest number. Refugees from Sudan are the largest group, scattered throughout the camps in various countries. Almost 2 million refugees and IDPs live in South and Central Asia, with over 1 million Afghani in Pakistan alone. Now, if anybody has any idea what it's like to live in a refugee camp, just imagine. I myself have seen similar situations on a much smaller scale. Living in northern Arizona, I was near a fire zone where a 2 million acre fire took place several years back. I fortunately was 20 miles away from the fire zone, but several towns were evacuated. These towns were evacuated and people left their homes for several days. This was only a few days, but yet these people set up camp and were living as refugees in an encampment at a stadium. Just imagine, I mean, you have children, women, old folks, everybody living in tents, sleeping on cots, and having to be accommodated with food. Now, the food doesn't come just from out of the thin air, and the water doesn't just come from thin air. And I mean, the fact is, folks, is we have millions of people out there in the world suffering because of stupidity and arrogance perpetrated by governments and groups of people who believe that war is a solution to their penis envy or whatever reason they have. The bottom line is humanity is suffering, and it's up to humanity to help humanity. I mean, if you're really a Christian, if you're really if you really believe in a God that is an all-encompassing, forgiving being, and you are a representative of that God, then it's time for us to stand up and speak out and to speak in support of. So if you want to do something about it, once again, I want to share this information with you. Bloggers Unite on November 10th. Go to unite.blogcatalog.com for more information on how you can help, how you can do something, even if it's just to voice your opinion. That just means one more person in the world has expressed a feeling, a thought, or some sympathy to people who are suffering in the world. Bloggers Unite. Let's get it together, guys. It's our world. Let's keep it safe. Let's keep it for everybody.